Hello. All right, it's good to be live once again on this wonderful channel. Uh, Hello, hello, hello. How do you do? I'm glad to be with you, with you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you are. It's good to be with you once again on the Grace Impact Radio, where world music and entertainment lives. I need to tender unreserved apology for the um, late in startup. Had little technical issues, but it's sorted out. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. I welcome those joining on the Mixer app. I welcome those of you joining me on Facebook and on YouTube channel. It's a great privilege to have you here. If you're joining those joining me on YouTube and on Facebook, please tell me where you're viewing from, and also remember to drop your favorite emoji. Then once again, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, FBI Coach, and also remember to activate the notification button so that once content is dropped, you'll be one of the first to know about it. And tag your friends, share the link, share it as far as you can, as much as you can. Let's invite others to learn. Let's be a blessing wholesale. And if you haven't downloaded the Mixer app, please go to your app store and download the Mixer app. With the Mixer app, you'll be able to then, once you download the Mixer app, you activate your account, you can sign into Grace Impact Radio. With that, you can also drop comments in the chat box. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for hanging out with me this morning. I remain Charles Eze, the FBI coach. By the way, FBI stands for Financial and Business Intelligence. What I do is to delete what you know about money and reinstall new operating system in you. I help people make more money from what they do. I help people enhance their money magnets. I help people change their financial blueprints. I help people make more sales, increasing their influence, increasing their organic reach. Okay, so that's a nutshell of what I do. Now, the Wealth Summit, it was awesome. It was mind stretching. I mean, if you weren't part of it, well, the only thing I can say to you is please make out time, go to YouTube and search for Trend PHC. You will find the videos. But today I'll be sharing extracts. Of course, I'm not going to finish up the whole extract. It was a 5-day event, 5-day training, 5-day impactation, 5-day learning how the new ways to make money. See, once you consider yourself that you have known it all, that's the beginning of death. The person starts dying. So we keep learning every now and then over this period of 5 days, from Wednesday to yesterday being Sunday, the impactation service. I have learned quite a lot, quite a lot. I have added to my portfolio, and it has made me taller than I used to be. It has made me mentally taller, and it has also not it will it has also increased my way of making money and reaching out to certain category of people. I don't know about you, but I consider every opportunity to learn as a gold mine. I consider every opportunity to add to my knowledge bank as a gold mine. I don't make light of it. So today I'll be sharing extract. I'll start from day one. It runs through the one was on Wednesday, and Reverend Sukomi Obisheso spoke on Wednesday. He spoke on Thursday. Then on Friday was Reverend Ugo. On Saturday was Double Barrel. We had Professor Ndubisi Ekekwe. That man is a juggernaut. That man is something else. His brain, he's just something else. And so I'll be sharing few extracts here and there, okay, from what I learned from this event. I decided to put it in my own way, and I'll be sharing a few points with you today so that you can also have a take home. Now, if you were at the event, is also an opportunity to reiterate what you have learned and also hear it in another way. Okay. All right. If you're ready, type I'm ready. I need to say if you're ready, say to me I'm ready. Okay, if you're ready, type I am ready. All right. So today we'll be talking about maximizing your productive years. First, let us lay a foundation. What is our productive year? Why should we maximize our productive years? um Our productive years is actually that time of our life when we are at our optimum level. We have the energy to do all we want to do today. We have the energy to think. One of the greatest work on earth is thinking. Some people don't engage in thinking. Some people don't exercise their mind. The way eating is to the body is the same way feeding your mind is to the reading is to the brain. You feed your mind, you feed your brain. And I can also say that's the same way. The way you exercise your physical body is the same way you exercise your mind. You exercise your mind through reading. You exercise your mind through studying. So what was shared at the conference is basically how you're going to maximize your productive years. And your productive years is from 0 to 55. And I explained that. It doesn't mean that if you are above 55, you are not in your productive years. That's not what I'm trying to say. Now, the life of man is divided into 4 stages. The life of man is divided into 4 stages. We have the morning stage of life, we have the afternoon stage of life, we have the evening stage of life, and we have the night stage of life. Now, the morning stage of life, I have said this repeatedly on these channels, and I will say it again because it bears repetition. The morning stage of life is from 0 to 25. That is your active stage. That is your learning stage. That is the stage when your foundation is formed. Everything you know today, 90% of what you know today started from your learning stage. The environment you grew up from, the places you have been to, the school you attended, either formal or informal, whatever your foundation was formed at your learning stage from 0 to 25. Then your earning stage, EARNING, earning stage, your earning stage starts from 26 to 55. It used to be 40, but due to life expectancy, your learning, the earning stage has been expanded to 26 to 55. At this stage of your life, you decide how you want to earn, where you want to earn, with whom you want to earn, why you want to earn. It's the stage where you are at your best. Now, at your learning stage, companies want to hire you. Companies are, if you notice around the world today, companies are going for those under 25, 23. 22, 24, 25. Why? Because they are ready to learn. They can be easily tweaked. They can be easily bent. The belief at that stage of your life, you are giving out your best to the company. Then the earning stage of life from 26 above, you see that those who will desire to hire someone, the companies, they start reducing. Now that's where experience now plays out. You see someone who is about 50 and companies are running after him. Companies are running after her. They want to hire her. Why? Because of wealth of experience. This person has gathered experience over the period of time, over the years. The person have been on the same job. Like me, I have been on this entrepreneurship world from 2006 to date. I have been training SMEs, developing small and medium scale, micro skills. I have also been able to uh, evolve. One of the things that was said repeatedly at the conference was you being able to pivot. At the point when you need to pivot, at the point when you need to tweak, at the point when you need to change what you're doing, looking at what is happening around the world today. Okay, this thing I'm doing, am I just beating about the bush? This thing I'm doing, am I doing the right thing? Am I maximizing my productive years? This thing I'm doing, am I touching lives? Am I affecting lives with it? This thing I'm doing, am I making enough resources from it? Okay, so your earning stage is from 26 to 55. Then we have the evening stage of life. The evening stage of life is from 56 to 75. At that point, you are at your twilight stage. At that point, you should just sit down and be reaping from all that you have been doing. At that point, you should just sit down and enjoy your toil over the years. At that point, you have retired. You have not retired and trying to refire again. You have retired and you have retired. You just sit down, and the systems you have put in place are rewarding you. You are earning passively. See, passive income is not a walk in the park. I'll say that again. To earn passively is not a walk in the park. It requires you building a system. It requires you building. It requires you putting in a lot of effort. Okay. Then we have the night stage of life. Night stage of life is from 76 and above. Now, it is an error. It is an error to see a man at the age of 76. He's working as a gate man in a bank or in a company. It's an error. It's an error. Capital error. Because he didn't maximize his productive years. He didn't maximize his productive. So how do we maximize our productive years? One of the things that was shared was, number one, wealth is built over time and not gotten overnight. Wealth is built over time and not gotten overnight. A lot of people just want to blow overnight. I've come across a lot of people who say to me, Charles, just show me where I'll put money and be earning. I just want to be earning passively. See, passive income is like you give birth to a child. You nurture that baby. You invest in that child. You train the child. And the child grow up. The child requires 4 areas of growth. The child requires good mental training. The child requires good health impactation. In other words, the child should be living healthy. The child requires good spiritual impactation. In other words, the child should be trained morally to understand the right and the wrong, to understand why he needs to hold tenaciously onto his maker, the God Almighty. And the fourth one, the child needs love. So for a child to have a proper growth, the child needs these four aspects of nurturing: spiritual, mental, health, and love or affection, whichever one you call it. So your income requires you building it in the same manner. Your income requires spirituality. You need to give attention to the spiritual aspect. See, one of the things Pastor Lumide said in one of the clips that was watched, he said, you are either in the secret place or you are in the secret cult. You cannot be in between. The secret place is the place of the Almighty God. The secret place is in the presence of the Lord. Your finance, your money need to have a foundation. You can't blow overnight. If you blow overnight, you will explode overnight. Your money needs good foundation. You need to build and nurture that system. So I want you to get that thing out of your mindset that you just put your money and start earning immediately. It is a typical Ponzi scheme mindset, get rich quick scheme mindset. Every good investment, every good business, every good opportunity requires nurturing, requires you building it, developing it over time. So you need to disabuse your mind from blowing overnight. This 2022, I just want to blow overnight. Please, instead of you blowing overnight so you can explode overnight, start building your foundation if you haven't done anything. There are so many ways you can, there are so many places you can latch onto. There's so many ways you can make money in this 2022. You can make money from anything and from everything. And I have often said it in my platforms that if you don't have a skill, if you don't have a skill, if you don't have something you can monetize, then you need to sit down and ask yourself, what can I do today to monetize my skill? So what do? You learn a skill. You learn a skill. You can monetize your skill. You can get involved in network marketing. In as much as there are so many pyramid and Ponzi schemes around, there are still genuine network marketing business. I'm still involved in network marketing. I'm still making my money from network marketing. There are genuine network marketing companies you can get involved in. You can also start selling goods and services. While one of the my friend Reverend Ugo, he you know, while we were discussing over the weekend, and you came across something and just clicked on it, made inquiries on Instagram, and boom, within 24 hours the product was sent to him. This person produced that product in less than 24 hours and delivered. So you need to hone your skills. Some of you, your challenge or your problem is your inability to fine-tune what you are doing. You have a good product, you have fantastic products to sell or service to offer, but your challenge is delivery. Challenge is delivery. Delivery, I mean, is how you present that product, that goods or services to your audience. And you also need to know that everybody can't be your audience. You must identify your audience. You must identify your market. How do you identify your market? Come up with a wait list. Do a sample run, a sampling of Who will be interested in your goods and services? Talk about the problem your product or your service will solve. Make noise about the problem on social media. For example, you sell good shoes. Make noise about how lovely people will look putting on shoes. Talk about it, share pictures, then ask who would want to learn how to make these shoes, or who would want to buy these shoes. You'll be able to know who is your audience, who are you selling this product to. Now, it's way beyond what I'm sharing with you here, because in one of my trainings on the high income skill training, I teach people how to identify their market. I teach people how to identify their audience. Okay. There's a strategy you use on social media to identify your audience. And one of them is by trying to sample the opinions of people, coming up with a wait list. You have not produced that product, you have not offered that service yet to anyone, but you can do a random sampling. So you can't blow overnight. Okay, you can't blow overnight. Wealth is not overnight success. Wealth is a process. Wealth is not a destination. Wealth is a journey. Being financially free is a journey. Okay. Then you can be the machine that makes the money, or you build the machine that makes the money. This one sank into my head so much. You can either be the machine that makes the money, or you build the machine that makes the money. Now, this is the way I interpreted it. Being the machine that makes the money, it's for example, you pick up a job, they pay you salary. Okay, you are the machine that is making the money for the company, for the organization. So for you to make good money, you need to up your game. You need to develop yourself. You need to get certifications. In the job sector, or the employment sector, one of the things that play out most is your certifications and experience. Your certifications and experience. You have certifications, you have an experience, then you have certifications to back up your experience. Okay, so you are the machine that is making the money. There is high income job. There are jobs and there are jobs. There is high income job. High income job are those whose salaries run in 6-7 figures, some 8 figures every month. Now, they didn't get there overnight. You see why you can't blow overnight. Those on high income job did not get there overnight. It took years. It took experiences. It took certifications. They keep upgrading themselves. They kept upgrading themselves from one stage to another, from one level to another. They keep growing. They got promotions. You are not qualified for promotion if you are not overqualified on your current stage, or your current status, or your current platform. Until you are overqualified, you are not permitted to move to the next level. So you need to build yourself. So you are either working for someone, or you're working for yourself. Now you building the machine that makes the money means that you have come up with some disruptions. I don't work for any company. I work for myself. Okay. And I also partner with some companies, and I'm also on board director to some companies. I make my money. I have been able to produce the machine that makes my money, because I exchange my knowledge. I exchange my knowledge, I beg your pardon, to money. See, the value you bring to the marketplace or rather, you will be paid in the marketplace based on the value you present, based on the problems you solve. So the question is, whose problem are you solving today? Whose problem are you solving? How do you want to get paid? How do you want to get paid? It depends on the problems you're solving. It depends on the problems you're willing to solve. Until you solve a problem, money will not come to you until you provide a value. That's why I always tell people, be a value dispenser. Always give people more use value than cash value. Always give people more used value than cash value. Use value means you are giving the person more than what he paid you. While cash value means I am giving you my service based on what you have paid, nothing more, nothing less. Now, I see some people, they work in a company and their closing time is 4 p.m. Once it's 4 p.m. on the dot, they carry their bag, they leave. If there is any extra job, they are not interested in doing it. They will tell you, look, my time, they paid me for this time and I'm done with it. I'm off this place. See, you must learn to deposit into people's emotional bank account. Your boss in the place of work is not, he is not only looking at your input in the place of work, he's also monitoring and also assessing your attitude. See, success is 80% behavior, 20% mindset. Your attitude is found in your behavior. Some persons have missed great opportunities in life because of their attitude. Because of their attitude. They don't believe in overtime. No, I'm not ready to give this company extra. And you see them remain on the same level over the years. When opportunity comes, they will give to the person who is ready to go the extra mile, who is willing to step out of his comfort zone to do the extraordinary. So you must learn to give, deposit into people's emotional bank accounts. You must learn to give more use value than cash value. Everything in life is not all about money. Everything in life is not all about money. You must first of all think value. You must first of all think problem solving. All right. So you are either the machine that makes the money or you build the machine that makes the money. Another thing that was shared was the fact that money is a necessity. Money is a means for goods and services. Money is a necessity. I've seen some people who say to me, Charles, I just want to be average. I just want to be just to be contented. Yes, you're contented. For the fact that you're shooting for more doesn't mean you are not contented. Money is a necessity. Money is a necessity. You look good today, it's money. You are viewing me on this platform today, it's money. You use money to buy your data. Money is important. That I can air this program today is money. Because money was used to buy the equipment, money was used to pay for the subscriptions, and a whole lot. Money is necessity. Money is important. Money is a means for goods and services. Money is a means to exchange, it's a means of exchange for goods and services. If you need goods and services, you will pay money. But if you provide goods and services, you will get money. Every day you wake up, you spend money. Money gets out of your hand. Our expenses are not passive. Our expenses are active. You spend money on daily basis. So the question is, do you earn daily? Do you earn daily? Is your earning passive or active? It's okay to start with active income, then move to passive income. Passive income simply means you have built a system that keeps rewarding you even when you sleep, you earn. Your daily expenses, your living expenses is taken care of by the system you have built, by the system you have set in place. Your income should be coming in on daily basis because we spend money on daily basis. So you need to start asking yourself, what solutions can I provide? What problems can I solve that will bring money into my hand on daily basis? Money is a currency. Money is known as what? Currency. Is a current. It flows. Money flows from one end to another. Money is either coming to you, flowing to you, or flowing away from you. So what are you doing to make the money to keep flowing towards you? Are you getting value from what I'm sharing? If you are, please put it in the comment section. If you're getting value from what I'm sharing, please put it in the comment section. And also remember to tag your friends. Those on Facebook, you can tag others in the comment section. You can share the link with others. Those on YouTube, you can also share the link with others. Let them join us and also learn from what we are sharing today. Money doesn't respond to your voice, but your nature. Money doesn't respond to your voice, but to your nature. The character you have will either bring money to you or will repel money from you. Now, money doesn't respond to your voice. What this means is the fact that if you scream, money cometh to me. Money cometh to me from now till the end of 2022, and you do nothing, money never cometh to you. It's as simple as that. Money doesn't respond to your voice. Money is only attracted to your nature by whom you are. Are you a problem solver? Are you a solution provider? Are you a problem solver? What are you doing? What are you doing? See, you are either on the expense column or you are on the income column. And the goal of this maximizing your productive years program is to teach you how to be on the income column and not the expense column. The expense column means you are on the consuming side. You are thinking, what will I consume today? What will I consume tomorrow? What's the next thing to buy today? What's the next thing to buy tomorrow? And you're not thinking, how will I multiply this seed in my hands? How will I maximize my time? What can I do to get better tomorrow? What can I do today to earn more? Irrespective of your job, irrespective of your business, whatever you do, you have the capacity to 10x your income. You have the capacity to earn 10 times what you are currently earning. 10 times what you are currently earning. You have the capacity. You work in a company. You earn salary. Are you aware that you can also work as a consultant to other people, to other companies, doing the same thing you do at your place of work? Are you aware? You can monetize your skill. It's a skill you have. You can monetize it. You can place a commercial value on your skill. You can run mentorship classes. You can teach people on social media how to monetize their skill, how to do that same thing you are doing. When Moses in the Bible, when Moses got to the Red Sea, he was crying, oh, what are we going to do? And the children of Israelites were also crying and screaming. And God said to Moses, what do you have in your hand? And he said, it's a rod. He said, so that staff you have in your hand is what you need to part the sea. He said, so stretch that rod. He stretched the rod and God did the rest. So while you're waiting for God to work for you, God is also waiting to work through you. God wants to use that staff in your hand to transform your world. God wants to use that skill you currently have to change your financial status. God wants to use that problem-solving skills you have, you offer to your company to change your financial status. He wants to make use of the staff in your hand. He wants you to maximize your day. There's this proverb that says we should make the hay when the sun still shines, right? I hope I got that right. It's important for you to search for the black goat when it is still daytime, because when the night time comes, you will not be able to see the goat. So this is the time to maximize your productive years. This is the time to put in your best and earn more, and tell yourself, before this first quarter 2022 is over, I would have earned 10 times what I used to earn. God is waiting to bless the works of your hands. God is waiting to put his hands to give you that speed you need. But until you take a step, until you stop analysis paralysis, until you stop the thinking, oh, I love what was said on Saturday and Sunday. Prof said, stop being a think tank and be a do tank. Stop being a think tank and be what? A do tank. Then Reverend Sukomi reiterated and added, not only being a do tank, not only stop being a think tank, stop being a talk tank. So be a do tank. Stop being a think tank. You are thinking, you are analyzing, you are trying to see, okay, will it work out now? Am I on the right path, or am I trying to get it right? Do I have the right audience? Get started. And you are talking, oh, I'll do this today, I'll do this tomorrow. Okay, get started immediately. Get started. Be a do tank. The quality of your life is dependent on the quality of your time, on quality of the time you invested. See, time is one of the most precious gifts God gave to humanity. God gave everyone 24 hours. What you do with your 24 hours is solely your responsibility. Aliko Dangote has 24 hours. Bill Gates has 24 hours. Elon Musk has 24 hours. Mark Zuckerberg has 24 hours. The billionaires around the world have 24 hours. You and I have 24 hours. What do we do with our 24 hours? What do you do with your time? The quality of your time, the quality of time you invest will determine what your life will turn out to be. Did you ever go through my Vision 2022 masterclass? If you did, there's one key thing I talked about in almost all the 22 modules I shared. Time. Time, the use of time. I maximize my time. I schedule my time. I schedule my week. I plan my week. I don't live my life on que sera, whatever will be, will be. No, I don't live my life on chances. I eliminate time wasters. And at the conference, we're also made to understand there are time robbers. There are time robbers. You need to eliminate them. And how do you do this? By planning your day. Once I'm leaving the studio, I already have other things I laid out I want to do today. Do you have daily plans? Do you? Please try and get that my training, Vision 2022. It will transform your life. It will change your life. I poured out what I do for big companies, for multinationals. I poured it out for a token. For a token. My goal, my Vision 2025 is to have minimum of 10 million families that are financially free. That's the reason why I crashed the prices of all my training packages. 10 million families that will be financially free by 2022. By 2025, I beg your pardon. And how do I achieve this? Is by giving out myself. It's by giving out all I know. So you must learn to maximize your time. Your quality of your life is dependent on the quality of time you have invested. What you earn today is as a result of the time you have put in the place of learning, in the place of studying, in the place of impactation. And after learning, what do you do? What do you do with your time? Do you go ahead to practice or you keep analyzing? Right mentality plus spirituality plus health equals to wealth. For you to be wealthy, you must have the right mentality, you must have the right spirituality, and you must be in health to enjoy the wealth. Okay? Three things that determines your mentality. Number one, your association. Your association. Who are your friends? Who speaks into your life? Whose videos do you watch? Whose audio are you listening to? Who are you mingling with? Where do you go to? Your association. And I say to people, your association determines your level of assimilation. Your association determines what? Your level of assimilation. You want to assimilate better, you want to know better, change your association. Your association can also be, or your friends can also be the TV you watch, the time you spend on Netflix. I'm not saying I spend some time relaxing on TV, okay, even though these days when I sit down to watch TV, I just sleep off. But I still create time to watch TV with my children. But I plan it. Number one, your association. Number two, your location. Sometimes the environment we find ourselves determines who we become. The environment we find ourselves shape our thinking, shape our attitude, shape our actions. It only takes an extraordinary person to become an extraordinary, to make an extraordinary impact in his world in a negative location. Then the information. So the three things that determines your mentality, your association, your location, and the information at your disposal. What do you do with all these things at your disposal? At your disposal, and information also have to do with right mentality guarantees your tomorrow. Right mentality. What mentality do you have? What mentality do you have towards money? What do you think about money? How do you see money? How do you see money? It all starts from your mindset. It all starts from what? Your mindset. There was something when Reverend Sukomi was talking about um, not blowing overnight. Wealth is not overnight success. He talked about if you jump, you will come down, but if you grow, you will stay up. So you need to grow. You need to grow in your mind. You need to grow in your way of thinking. You need to grow in your thought pattern. You need to learn how money works. You need to learn, by the way, what is money? You need to ask yourself, what is money? Money simply means a means of exchange. Money is a legal tender. You need to know the difference between cash, which is currency, and the real money. You need to know the difference. The real money is value. The real money is what? Value. You need to know the difference between all this. And he also talked about, he said, don't go with the vogue, but be the vogue. Don't go with the things that are in vogue, but be the pace setter. Be the one that creates the path. Be the pace setter. Be the one that sets the pace for others to follow. Don't allow social media determine how you live your life. Don't allow the things you see on social media determine or decide how you think. You can't restrain, or you and he also talked about, you can't restrain or reverse time, but you can redeem time. Yesterday you can't retrieve it. You can't stop tomorrow from coming, but you can redeem time by the things you do today. So if you are in your afternoon stage of life or evening stage of life, then you need to redeem time. If you were spending if you used to spend like an hour reading, you need to double it to 2 hours, because you want to redeem time. That's why it is said, time is not our friend. Time is not your friend. Time is just there for you to maximize. But some people are not maximizing time. You can't restrict time, you can't reverse time, but you can redeem time. So you need to pay double the price to redeem your time. The quality of your life is dependent on how you regulate your time. I have talked about this. And you also need to avoid time wasters. You need to avoid time robbers. God desires you. God's desire for you is in 4 ways: spirituality, sound mind, health, and money. God desires you to have good relationship with him, spirituality. God desires you have sound mind. Your mental health need to be intact. You need to feed your mind with the right resources. You need to feed your mind with the right food. God expects you to live healthy. His desire is that you be in health. You need to watch what you eat. From age 35, there are certain food you don't eat. As a man, you need to eat healthy. There is a program we have on this Grace Impact Radio. I don't know if it's on Wednesdays or Thursdays. We talk about health matters. Okay, we talk about health matters. You need to live healthy, eat healthy. If you don't have money to pay for gym, do aerobics at home. There are apps that can even help you. Play song, do some aerobics, do some exercise at home. Can start with once a week, and gradually you increase it, you double it, you keep increasing it, you keep increasing it. But make it to become your lifestyle. Then God also desired that you be prosperous. God wants you to have money. God wants you to have lots and lots of money to impact your world, to transform your world, to make a formidable impact in your world. Your world is your place of influence. Your world is in your marketplace. Your world is in your place of work, is in your family. Wherever you find yourself is your world. And God expects you to make a formidable impact in your world for the kingdom. He wants you to be his advocate. See, God is not interested in your lack. God is not happy that you are in lack. God is not happy that you are in want. He said in his word that his desire is that you be in health and you prosper. Even as your soul prospers, you be in health. His desire is your prosperity. His desire is your growth. But are you maximizing the time which he has given to you, the 24 hours? Are you maximizing it? Some people spend a lot of time sleeping, just sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. And on the final note for today, money has laws. Now, all I'm sharing has been on day 1. There's day 2, there's day 3, there's day 4, there's day 5. All I've been sharing so far is on day 1. Okay, maybe from next week we'll still talk about day 2, and upper week talk about day 3 and all that. I just want to make sure you grab something from what was shared at this conference, because it bears repetition. Okay, money has laws. If you obey the laws, you enjoy the money. If you obey the laws, you enjoy the money. Money is like a Ludo game. If you know how to play the Ludo game, you always win your opponent. But if you don't know how to play the Ludo game, your opponent will always win you. Money is not a respecter of person. Money has no respect for English, but money respect laws. The laws of money is simple. If you maximize the $1 that comes into your hands, if you understand how to multiply the $1, it becomes $2. If you multiply the $2, it becomes how many? $4. If you multiply the $4, it gives you $8. If you multiply the $8, it gives you $16. Now it keeps growing exponentially. That's the law of money. Law of money, the simple law of money is not about addition, 1 plus 1, 2. The sweetest part of money is understanding compound interest. Compound interest. Compound interest means for every $1 you put together, you keep aside today, you're adding another dollar to it. The value of that dollar has also increased, plus interest rates paid on it. You keep piling everything together. $1, if you save consistently $1 every day, $1 in naira is how much? It's about 500 naira, 550 naira there. Okay, let me just say you save $1. Let me say you save 500 naira every day. Every day, you don't touch it for the next 11 months. You'll be amazed how much you have gotten because of the interest it would have accrued. Okay, so you need to understand the laws that governs money. Go on YouTube, search for videos. Go on Google, ask Google, what are the laws governing money? There's so many laws. There's so many laws. Just the same way it is said, don't monkey with electricity, you don't have to monkey or play or mess around with your money. See, money is like a spirit. Okay? Money is like a spirit. If you don't manage the spirit of money, you see yourself loving money. And when you love money, it's dangerous. God does not expect us to love money. You know, I've heard some people say money is the root of all evil. No, money is not the root of all evil. It is the love of money that is the root of all evil. I saw a video this morning. Teenagers, 14. The oldest amongst the three of them was 15. Do you know what they said? Someone was asking them questions behind the camera, and he said, "What are you guys doing here?" And he said they came to hustle. They came to hustle. They came to do Yahoo Plus. I mean, teenagers, love of money, leading them into doing dangerous things. This is where we're going to wrap it up for today. I believe you have gotten value from what I have shared so far. I have not even exhausted the points which I wrote down. So many. And I will round up by saying, never forget the power of the little. Never forget the power of the little. Do something with the little you know. Don't wait until you blow. Start with the little you know. You don't have to be successful before you start. You start to become successful. You don't have to be great before you start. You start to become great. I didn't get to where I am overnight. I started over the years. I consistently built myself and I keep developing myself every day until I come your way again. I remain Charles Eze, the financial and business intelligence coach. Remember, one income stream is a suicide mission. Make sure you have multiple streams of income because that is what the wealthy do. That is what the rich does. They have multiple streams of income. Have a wonderful day. Bye.